Good morning. I'm here. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Come on in the room. Good morning. I hope that you're all doing well today. Just get my computer set up. Good morning. It's Tuesday. Yes, it is. Good morning, Miss Gloria. Good morning, everyone. Come on in the room. Good morning, Liz. Good morning. Good morning. Let me know how you're doing today. Good morning, good morning, commanders. Good morning, Patty. How are you? How are you doing today? Let me know. How are you doing today? Good morning, Eileen. Good morning. Good morning. Let's see who's that. Good morning. Good morning, Diego. Good morning to you. Thank you for the daily heartbeat. Good morning, Jenny. All right, take a second to share the stream out. Let me do the same. Let's do the same. Let me do it. Good morning, everyone. Double tap as you come in the room. Good morning. I don't even know your name. I see, looks like raindrops, looks like a palm tree, and fall, something fall. Good morning. Good morning. How are you? Hey, Dee. Good morning. Good morning, Teeks. Good morning, Praise Graham. Good morning. Nice chick. Good morning. How are you? How are you doing? Good morning, everyone. Double tap for me and share the stream out if you're able to do so. I'm going to do that and then we'll get started, okay? I'm going to do so and then we'll get started. All right, let's share this out. If I can find it. There we go. There we go. There we go. Shared. Double tap. All right, awesome. It is shared. Okay. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the room. I'm Anika V. Brown. Welcome to my virtual space. I am live here Mondays through Fridays, 6:30 a.m. Eastern Time. Good morning, Barry. How are you? Thank you so much for the roses. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. All right, welcome to my virtual space. Again, I'm Anika V. Brown. Thank you so much for hopping on. I am live here Mondays through Fridays, 6:30 a.m. Eastern Time. Thank you, Mr. Pickle. Thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate it. So hit the follow button, get connected. We're going places. We're doing major things. We're transforming our lives one day at a time. Now, here's the schedule again. I'm going to pin this comment so that you can set your reminders. You can mark your calendars and join me right here Mondays through Fridays, 6:30 a.m. Eastern Time. Hello, Fabulous Stanley. Good morning. How are you? How are you doing today? All right, now we like to get started with our gratitude check-in. So what I would like you to do is go ahead and drop in the comments some things that you're absolutely grateful for today. What are you grateful for today? We practice gratitude here because it helps to keep us in the mindset of abundance. We're not complaining about what we lack, who's not here, what's not big enough. No, we're not complaining. We're finding things to be grateful for. Love it, Key. You're grateful for life. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Awesome. So again, we practice gratitude because it helps to keep us in a mindset of abundance. We're not complaining. We cannot give our energy to complaints. We can't do that any longer because the thing that you focus on is what's going to maximize in your life. Okay. Grateful for this live. You have been inspiring. Thank you. I'm grateful for you as well. Thank you so much for showing up. Grateful for protection, provision, and peace. Love it. Grateful for all of it. My commander sisters. Love it, love it, love it. Awesome. Thank you so much, Barbara, for sharing. I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you. Good morning, Maverick. How are you? How you doing? How are you doing today? Hey, Keisha, good morning to you. So what we're doing is our gratitude check-in. Again, we practice gratitude because it helps to keep us in a mindset of abundance. Hey, Folker, how are you? Good morning to you. Good morning, Alex. Good morning. So what I ask that you do is go ahead and drop in the comments some things that you're absolutely grateful for today. What are you grateful for today? Good morning, Gerard. How are you? How you doing? So again, we practice gratitude because it helps to keep us in the mindset of abundance. It doesn't matter how crazy your life is. I promise you there's somebody out there that is praying to have a percentage of what you are complaining about. All right. Grateful for the big three. Awesome. I love it. If you're new here, the big three is life, health, and strength. So if those are the things that you're grateful for, you can drop the big three in the comments. Tristine says, grateful for waking up. Awesome. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Hello, Almo. How are you? Grateful for the big three. Awesome. You're blessed. Great, 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 great. I love it. I love it. Yes, you're grateful for the big three. Awesome. Awesome. Great. Now, our theme for this year is executive living. We're focusing on operating our lives like a Fortune 500 company, and we're the executive over it, making sure that we're making the right decision, we're showing up in the right way, and stretching ourselves so we can get the results that we desire, right? Good morning, Uncle X Brand. How are you? Now, with that theme, we have two mantras that we're walking through the year with. Mantra number one, I am an effective executive over my life. I want you to type that in the comments. Good morning, Global Chick Venture. How are you? I am an effective executive over my life. That is mantra number one. I'm not just an executive. I am effective in what I do and how I show up, how I present myself, the decisions that I make. I am an effective executive over my life. And mantra number two, I only exude executive energy. I'm focused. I'm disciplined. I'm organized. I'm focused. I can't let every shiny thing pull me off course and then I get set back. I'm disciplined. I will not allow my emotions to control me. I got to get up and do the thing that I have to do to get to where I'm trying to get to. Right? So I'm disciplined. I'm organized. I'm not here, there, and everywhere and in everything and still want to become. There's no way you can do that effectively. You can't, right? So we're only going to do the things that are necessary for us to get the results that we desire. We can't be here, there, and everywhere. We can't. You can't. If you stretch yourself thin, you cannot be effective in the things that really matters to get you to where you're trying to get to. All right. So the two mantras that you're going to filter your day-to-day decisions through is mantra number one, I am an effective executive over my life. So is this thing helping me to be more effective? Right? And mantra number two, I only exude executive energy. So is this thing that I'm about to do, about to say, about to be a part of, helping me to exude executive energy? So you want to filter your decisions through those mantras as you're going through the day. All right? Great. Hey, Fortitude, how are you? All right, so let's pray and then we'll get into our affirmations. I'm going to pray the 23rd Psalm for all of us, and you're going to type in the comments, amen. It says that you agree with the prayer. All right, here we go. The Lord is our shepherd, we shall not want. He makes us to lie down in green pastures. He leads us beside still waters. He restores our souls. He leads us in a path of righteousness for his name's sake. Yea, though we walk through the valley of the shadow of death, we will fear no evil. For thou art with us, thy rod and thy staff, they comfort us. Thou preparest a table before us in the presence of our enemies. Thou anointest our heads with oil, our cups run over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow us all the days of our lives, and we will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. Amen, amen, and amen. Now let's move right into our affirmations. You can find them in the front of my new book, Leadership Cheat Code. You want to get a copy of this book so you can follow along with us. So the affirmations are right here. Good morning, Melissa. How are you? The affirmations are right in the front of the Leadership Cheat Code. Yes, surely. So if you want a copy of this book, you're going to message me the word book Okay? You're going to message me the word book so I can send you the information, the instruction as to how to get your copy. All right, there you go. Use that little orange box next to the comment section to let me know that you need a copy of the book. All right, here we go. Let's work through the affirmations. I'm going to read through them. You're going to repeat them to yourself. And then you're going to type in the comments, I agree with that. Okay, here we go. I am capable. Do I have a soft copy? Are you talking about an e-version of the book? It's not ready yet. Okay, if that's what you're asking, Angel, it's not ready yet. But send me a message and I'll make sure to notify you when it's ready. All right, Angel? Send me a message and I'll notify you once the e-version is ready. All right? Okay, you're from Kenya. Okay. All right. All right. All right. Great, great, great. Awesome. So here we go. Here are the affirmations. I'm capable. I am responsible. I am grateful. I am focused on growth. I control my attitude. I am authentically me everywhere I go. I am worthy of God's best for me. I am patient with myself. I am patient with others. I have compassion for myself, and I have compassion for others. I embrace positive thinking. I welcome abundance and prosperity into my life. I am courageous and I have peace. I forgive myself and I forgive others. My spirit is renewed. My mind is free. I have a success mindset. I have a clear vision. I am a discipline builder. I am accountable to my goals. I am innovative. I am influential. I am a winner. I am healed and whole. Today I choose peace. Today I choose joy. Today I choose faith. And today I choose to flourish. I give myself permission to be successful. I give myself permission to take up space. I give myself permission to live my dreams. I give myself permission to win. I am a visionary. I see beyond my present. I think beyond limitations. I create the future. Nothing is impossible for me. Nothing is impossible for me. I can have it. I can build it. I can become it. I can overcome it. I can write it. I can launch it. I can purchase it. I can heal. I can become. I can overcome. I can start over and still win. Nothing is impossible for me. Nothing is impossible for me. I want you to stay in that headspace as you're pursuing your goals, your life dreams, your aspirations. I want you to stay in that headspace. Nothing is impossible for me. I can have it. I can become it. I can overcome it. I can heal from it. I can recover. I can buy it. I can go there. I can live there. I can overcome it. I can start over and still win. Doesn't matter my background. Doesn't matter what I've experienced in life. Doesn't matter my family lineage. Yes, I can and I will. I love that. I love that. Yes, indeed. Nothing is impossible for me. Nothing is. I can definitely become the person that I see in my head. I can definitely launch that business that I desire. I can definitely have that financial status. I can have that educational status. That promotion can be mine. Nothing is impossible for me. Nothing is impossible for me. Doesn't matter my background. All right? All right. Great, great, great. Now, let's jump right into some need to knows. For those of you who are new here, You may not know it, but I am a master life coach and mentor. So if you're looking for a coach or a mentor in this season, I'd be happy to work with you. If you have some life goals that you're struggling to execute on, you're going to message me the word mentor. If you're looking for systems, looking for structure to help you to execute on your life goals, you can message me the word mentor and I'll help you to get enrolled in my program so that we can start working on your life goals. All right. Now, for those of you who are on here that's looking to build a platform like this one and you're not sure where to start, you can go to the link in my bio, check out the free training that I have there to help you get off ground zero. Okay. Angel, can you message me the word mentor? So you're going to use that little orange box with the arrow that is next to where you typed the word mentor. Okay. You're going to use that little orange box. All right. Yes. That's what you're going to use. Send me the word mentor there. Or I believe there's some pre-filled questions. One of them is, how can I work with you? All right. Use that and I'll get back to you and let you know how you can work with me. All right. All right. Great, great, great. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Now, this coming Friday, we start our mom's mentorship in finances. So for those of you who registered, I will be sending out another email today. So please look out for that. If you haven't registered yet, you got to get it done by tomorrow. We're closing registration tomorrow. So our ministry is, thank you for doing that. Our ministry give back for the summer is 4 weeks of financial mentorship for mothers. So if you're a mom or you know a mom that could benefit from financial mentorship, you're going to message me the word mom. I'll get you the registration form. Registration is free. Again, it's our ministry give back for summer. Okay. Good morning, Lexi. That's our ministry give back for summer. 4 weeks of financial mentorship. Okay. We have some additional stuff that will be included in that. But again, you got to be registered. Hey, Becky, send me a message. Okay. I won't be able to respond to the comment. So send me a message with the word mom. I'll get you the registration form. You can fill that out and then I'll get you all the details so that you can join us. We start this Friday. This coming Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern time is our very first session. So again, if you're a mom or you know a mom that could benefit from financial mentorship, please get this information to them, or you can message me on their behalf. I will get you the registration form. You can get it over to them. But again, tomorrow we close registration. So you got to get in between today or tomorrow, or let the person know that you think would benefit from this. Let them know. Okay. So they can register and be in the room with us. 4 weeks of financial mentorship. Let's get our money together. Let's do that. Because there's a study that shows at least 90% of the problems that a lot of people have would be solved if their money was right, if their finances were in order, right? 90% of their problem would just dissipate. So let's get our money together. So that's 4 weeks of financial mentorship for moms. So if you're a mom or you know a mom, please get this information out to them. Send me a message with the word mom and I will get you the registration form so you can... It's the glory of the Lord, Maxwell. It's the glory of the Lord. That's what it is. So send me a message and I'll get you the registration form. You could fill that out and you'll get the details to join us. Okay? All right, great. You laughing, Miss Gloria. It's the glory of the Lord. That's what it is. I don't know what else to say. I do watch what I eat. I don't do a lot of sugar. I don't know what else to tell you. I don't do a lot of sugars. I watch what I eat and I praise the Lord. So I will say it's the glory of the Lord. That's what I would say. It is the glory of the Lord. All right, let's get into the word of the day. Again, if you do not have a copy of the book and you want a copy to follow along with us, you're going to message me the word book. Today we are on page 92 and we're talking about breakthrough. Breakthrough is the word of the day, and we're on page 92 of Leadership Cheat Code. This is my new book. Again, if you want a copy of it, you're going to message me, not put it in the comments, okay? You're going to send me a message with the word book. I cannot respond to the comments. I can go back and see it, but I cannot respond to the comments. So message me, send it to me in a message so I can respond to the message, okay? You're going to message me the word book if you want a copy so you can follow along with us, all right? So again, the word of the day is breakthrough, and the theme for this word is what happens through you. What happens through you, okay? Are we ready? For those of you who have the book, find your page. We're on page 92. Okay? All right. You're already dancing? Okay. I love it. I love it. You're not saying ouch yet. All right. I love it. You played a role in Black Panther. No, I did not. But I love that movie. I love it. I love that movie. All right, so let's talk about breakthrough. Let's do that. Let's talk about breakthrough. Let's talk about it. So today I want to talk about a word that defines turning points, new levels, and moments when everything shifts. Okay, so let me read that again. It defines turning points, new levels, and moments when everything shifts. Love. Let's see. Breakthrough, sound of barriers. Yes, absolutely. So this is not from a religious standpoint, but a turning point in your life. All right. I know y'all expected me to say miracles are coming. You're going to get a miraculous breakthrough. But let's look at it. From a life perspective, not a religious standpoint, okay? You want me to repeat it? Okay, so breakthrough defines turning points, new levels, and moments when everything changes or shifts. Good morning, Malcolm. So today's teaching is not from a religious standpoint, but from a turning point, based on a turning point in your life. So a breakthrough is that moment when what once seemed impossible suddenly becomes possible for you. It's when effort meets timing, clarity replaces confusion, and growth replaces stagnation. Can you message me, Money? Is that what your tag says? I hope I said it right. Send me a message, okay? Send me a message. Don't put it in the comments because I won't be able to respond to your comment. I want you to message me. Okay? All right. Now, here is why I did not take this word from a religious standpoint, right? Why I didn't take it from a religious standpoint. A lot of us in Christendom, when we hear about breakthrough, we think it means, okay, just pray and sit back and do nothing, right? Just pray, read a scripture, sit back and do nothing. And that is why a lot of believers, they are in stagnation and they're frustrated and upset with their lives because they don't do nothing. They just pray and sit down, and one day God is going to do it. They don't show up. They don't add works to their faith, right? That part is not a part of their reality. That part of the scripture that says add works to your faith is not a part of their reality. So I don't want you to get in a space where you think that, okay, I'm just going to pray and I'm not going to do anything. No preparation, nothing at all. I'm praying for money to just fall out the sky, or for me to just find some money, or for somebody to just come and tap me on my shoulder and all of a sudden my life changes. That is a lazy way of wanting more. Okay? All right? So I did not take this word from a religious standpoint. So again, it's that moment where effort meets timing, clarity replaces confusion, and growth replaces stagnation. Breakthrough doesn't just happen, they are created. They're created. They're the results of intentional alignment, right? Consistent action, okay? And mental resilience, okay? Yes, and it shall prosper. Absolutely. But a lot of believers, they don't do that. They just pray and just sit on their hands and hope that one day something is going to fall out of the sky. There's no preparation. They don't take no action at all. There's no mental resilience. They don't challenge themselves to do anything new, right? They don't show up at the door. They pray for an open door and sit down and expect the door to just come meet them where they're at. How about you show up? God has prepared the door, but you got to do something, right? Right? Okay. All right. And I'm not knocking. I love us. I really do. I love us, but there is too much passivity in Christendom. We just pray and just sit there and do nothing, right? Nothing. We want opportunities, and God gives us a book idea, and we just sit there hoping somebody's going to write the book for me. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Okay? All right. So let's explore what breakthrough truly means, what keeps people from experiencing it, and how to position yourself to experience breakthroughs consistently, both personally and professionally. Now, by definition, a breakthrough is a sudden, dramatic, and important advance, a significant development that propels you forward beyond previous limitations. Good morning, Lanisha. Good morning to you. It is the moment you finally see results after months of effort, not sitting on your hands waiting on something to fall out the sky. No, but it's when you finally see results from months of efforts, it's that moment you gain clarity about your purpose or your next step, right? You kept working the plan, right? And you figured out, okay, this must be the next step. Let me take the next step. All right. It's the moment that you experience peace after a long internal battle. It's the moment that you step into new opportunities that were once closed off to you. Breakthroughs are not random. They're not. They're predictable outcomes of alignment between mindset. So you got to do that mindset work. Okay. Discipline. So you can't let your emotions control you, and timing. So you got to wait. Yes, it's going to take some time for this thing to happen. But while you're waiting, you're working on your mindset. You're being disciplined. You're taking consistent action. And at the right time, that breakthrough will happen for you. Okay? So I want you to think of breakthrough as a formula. And here's a formula that I'm going to give you. Pressure plus process plus perseverance equals breakthrough. Okay? So pressure plus process plus perseverance equals breakthrough. Now, pressure reveals where growth is needed. Okay, you got to work on your timing here. You're very bad with timing. You don't show up. You don't meet deadlines, right? So you are under pressure right here to work on this thing. Get this thing together. You're praying for a breakthrough. Let's work out this area. You're not good with timing. You procrastinate, you wait, and then the last minute you're rushing and you don't do your best when you're rushing. If you're praying for a breakthrough, you're going to feel some pressure in that area. Okay? So pressure reveals where growth is needed. Process refines your character and your skills. So yes, it's taking some time for the breakthrough to happen because it's building character in you. Okay? And you're getting the in-between time to perfect your skills, to perfect the things that you know how to do. Right? So process refines your character and your skills. Perseverance keep you consistent long enough to reach transformation. I'm going to keep going at this thing. I'm going to keep working at this thing because eventually it is going to produce. Okay? So perseverance keeps you consistent long enough to reach transformation. This is a powerful formula that must be a part of your plan to get these goals that you want to accomplish this year. Okay? All right, now let's look at the mindset behind breakthrough. Let's look at that. So now we're on page 93. Page 93 of Leadership Cheat Code. If you don't have a copy, message me, okay? Message me. So, the mindset behind breakthrough. Now, breakthrough begins in the mind before it ever manifests in reality. And there are 3 mindset shifts that you must make. 3 mindset shifts. Number 1, you got to shift from victim to visionary. From victim to visionary. So you're going to stop asking, why is this happening to me? Don't ask that. Every time you ask that question, you're seeing yourself as a victim. And it's harder for you to experience breakthrough if you're always seeing yourself as a victim. Oh, something bad is always happening. Something crazy is always, oh, why is this happening to me? Oh, I can't catch a break. Stop. Okay? Stop. It's not happening to you. It's not. It's happening for you. So you're going to ask, what is this thing trying to teach me? Oh, it's trying to teach me stewardship. I haven't been stewarding my resources well, but I'm praying for breakthrough. So this thing right here is teaching me stewardship. Because when the breakthrough comes, I need to know how to steward this thing well so it can last. And it's not just a one-night thing that I experience joy and then that's it, it's done. No. Okay? Yeah, stop seeing yourself as a victim. Absolutely. Every time you ask the question of, why is this happening to me? You're acting as a victim. You're taking on the place of a victim. Okay? All right? So you're going to ask, what is this trying to teach me? Or you can ask, what can I create out of this? Every great creation came about because somebody recognized that there was a problem and they created a solution for it. So what can I create out of this problem that I'm facing right now? What can I create? Or is there something that I can improve on to help me get out of this issue that I'm facing right now? So what can I create out of this? Breakthrough thinkers view challenges as setups for elevation. Okay? For setups for elevation. They're setups for elevation, not as setbacks. Okay, this thing is happening right now. How can I use this to propel me? You know what I heard Dr. Eric Thomas. I always talk about him. And one thing that he said in one of his seminar that he was doing, he said, I use my story about eating out of trash can to sell this amount of books. Right? So he did not see it as a setback. This is a setup. Okay? He used his story. If you've ever listened to him talk about being homeless and he ate out a trash can, he used that story to sell, I believe it was his last book, You Owe You. I think it was his last book that he was talking about, right? I use my story to sell these books. So stop seeing as this is happening to me. No, it's happening for you, but you got to know how to put a spin on it. You got to learn how to put a spin on this thing. Okay? All right, let me calm down. So this is your opportunity to shine. Build something out of the rubble and the ruin. So you're going to shift from victim to visionary. Create something out of whatever the turmoil is that you're walking through right now. Okay? All right? Okay. Yes. Remix that thing. Absolutely. Put a spin on it. Yeah. Because it's not happening to you. It's happening for you. So you got to figure out how to spin this. Okay? All right. Okay, great. The second mindset shift is from comfort to commitment. Every breakthrough requires new levels of discomfort. It's going to stretch you. This is new. This area is new to me. So it's going to stretch you. Comfort keeps you repeating cycles. Commitment breaks them. I'm committed to changing this narrative right here. Yes, it's going to be uncomfortable, but I'm committed to changing this narrative because I don't want to live like that anymore. I don't want that to be my story anymore. Nope. You messaged me about the book. Okay, great. I will respond once I get off the live. I'll respond, okay? So for those of you who want a copy of the book, you're going to message me. Hey, Charles, good morning. You're going to, yes, Maverick, absolutely does. So for those of you who want a copy of the book so you can follow along with this, just message me the word book, okay? All right, great. So shift from comfort to commitment. And number 3, from waiting to working. Too many people wait for breakthrough moments instead of creating breakthrough movements. right? This thing happened and you make a decision that, okay, this is the moment that things change. I'm going to start applying myself. I'm going to start working on this thing so that this story can turn around for my good. Okay? All right. So instead of just waiting, sitting on your hands and waiting for a breakthrough moment, no, create breakthrough movements. I'm sure you've heard somebody say, at that moment, I decided I'm going to change my life. I'm going to change my story. And they started a breakthrough movement and they transformed their lives. You can do the same. Your narrative does not have to continue being the same thing. You can have that aha moment and be like, you know what? From this point on, that will never be my story. I'll never go back there because I'm starting a breakthrough movement. I'm going to make sure that everything I do creates what I want to see, what I want my life to look like. Okay? Yes, creating breakthrough moments now. Absolutely. Absolutely. You can do that. I want you to understand that you can do that. Don't have to sit on your hands waiting on somebody to tap you on the shoulder and say, let me change your life for you. No. Because sometimes when that happens, you're under their control so much that they can tell you to compromise so that you can get the breakthrough. And guess what? Because you weren't willing to do the work yourself, you're now considering compromising so you can experience breakthrough in your situation. Get up and create breakthrough movements. Stop waiting on somebody to tap you on the shoulder, okay? Okay. Thank you so much for showing up, my friend. Thank you for showing up. Okay? So you got to create breakthrough movement. I promise you will appreciate your success even more than somebody just handing it to you and you didn't do any work for it. You will appreciate it more if you get up and do this thing so that you can live the life that you desire. Okay? All right. So you got to act your way to your next level, not wish your way to it, because that won't work. Can't sit around and I wish this could happen for me. I wish my money could look like this. I wish I could have that educational status. I wish I could start the business. You cannot wish your way to your next level. That is not going to happen. You cannot wish your way to your next level. Get up and start creating breakthrough movements. Okay? All right? Now, the process of breakthrough, let's talk about that. Breakthrough follows a recognizable process. So here's a 4-step model for you. Number 1, recognition. You got to identify the barrier. What is holding me back right now? So you got to identify the barrier. You cannot break through what you won't acknowledge. So you're going to ask yourself, what mindset, behavior, or fear is blocking me from breaking through to my next level? Is it that I'm afraid of success? There are a lot of people. They have everything to be successful, but they're afraid of success. Maybe somebody told them, right, that, oh, successful people, they have to compromise. They have to do this, this, and this. So you don't want that level of success. There are a lot of people that have settled for where they're at right now because that was what they were told growing up. Oh, if you get to this level of success, you're going to have to compromise. You're going to have to do evil things. No, fix that mindset. Change that. Okay? All right? So what mindset, what behavior, what fear is blocking you from breaking through your next level? You know that you have everything you need to break through to the next level. You have everything, but there's a level of fear that you're experiencing. So let's correct whatever you were told or whatever you made up the story, because sometimes we do make stories up in our heads. Like, oh my God, if I do this, if I go out there, if I put myself out there, this is going to happen, that is going to happen, and you psych yourself out. Let's stop doing that so you can get to your next level, because you'll never feel fulfilled. You'll never live a fulfilled life until you do the thing that you were created to do. I want you to know that. You're never going to feel fulfilled or satisfied with self until you do the thing that you were created to do. So stop psyching out yourself and do it. Okay? All right. Another question that you can ask, what patterns keep repeating in your life or your business that has stunted your growth? So are there recognizable patterns that you see that you know needs to change? Every year at this time, this thing keeps happening in my life. Okay, let's fix that. Okay, plan ahead. I shared with you all before that one of the patterns that I recognized in my finances. Yes, it is. Doubt is a problem, is a big problem. One of the things, the patterns that I recognized in my finances some years ago is that every December I would end up broke. I just don't understand why. Every December, right? Every December, my finances would just be gone, washed, and I'm working. I've always been working. Ever since I came to this country, I've always had a job. Always, right? But I could not understand this pattern. Every December, I would never use my credit cards until I got to December. Right? That was the only time I had to resort to using the credit cards because I just would not have any money. So I recognized that pattern, like this thing right here is an issue and we got to fix it. And I made the decision that this is never going to happen again. So I created that breakthrough movement, right? So every December, it's always a joy to me for me to check my bank account in December because of how things have changed, right? I made a decision that this is not going to be my narrative anymore. Won't. Okay? It won't be my narrative anymore. And I fixed that pattern. So you have to be real with yourself, right? You have to be real with yourself and recognize the patterns that are keeping you stunted or stunted your growth, keeping you in stagnation. And be real with yourself. Recognize what is going on and make a plan to solve it. Okay? Me too. I would be broken that month too. Yeah. December was always my issue, right? I started, say, from December to January. Yeah, that was a major problem in my life. I was like, what in the world is going on? Why? Every December, I end up in this spot. And I made a decision that it has to stop. No more. Because traditionally, for us Jamaican, I don't know if it's the same here in America, but in Jamaica, there are a few things that if you don't do it for the entire year, when it gets to December, you have to do it. Okay? You got to change your curtain. You got to make sure that you have no dirty clothes going over into the new year. And you got to make sure that you have money in your bank account going over into the new year. Right? So even if you don't do those things throughout the year, every December, every Jamaican is making sure that they do that. So that's why this being broke in December was bugging me so much. Like, traditionally, we have to make sure money in the bank, clothes is clean, and you change your curtains. Right? So I'm like, no, we got to fix this. Oh, it's the same in Africa. Okay. Yeah, we got to fix this. Like, this is a problem, right? This is a problem. So I fixed that issue. I fixed it. So it's always like a joy to me when I check into my finances in December and see where I'm at. It's always a joy to me because I remember just having an issue, right? The curtain is new to you. Okay, yeah. Change your curtain. And they had this type of silky comforter that all Jamaicans would buy. Like in the Christmas season, that is like one of the most sold household items. It's like this shiny comforter. Everybody had it on their bed. So it's a comforter to match like the curtains. So even if you don't do anything throughout the year, December, you got to do all that stuff. Okay? Jamaican wisdom and philosophy is very sound. Yeah, so I recognize that pattern and I had to make a decision that this right here, no, we got to fix this. We have to fix it. Okay? All right. I got tired of swiping my credit card every December. That if you check my statement, you would see most of the transaction. They take place in December. They do. All right. So awareness is the foundation of transformation. So you got to be aware. You got to recognize what the barrier is so that you can start making changes so you can experience breakthrough in your life. Okay. Number 2, reframing. So change the narrative. Breakthrough requires a mental shift. So you're going to reframe obstacles as opportunities for growth. So I recognize the obstacle was that my finances would run too low in December. So that was an opportunity for me to grow. I needed to learn how to steward my finances as I got closer to the end of the year, right? I needed to learn better stewardship so I could experience breakthrough. So you got to reframe obstacles as opportunities to grow. Now, what a lot of people would do, they would just sit back and say, "Oh my God, I can't stand December because when it gets to December, I don't have any money," and they just complain and they just moan and they just no. It's an opportunity for you to grow. It's an opportunity for you to put a microscope on that issue. What am I doing wrong? Where am I messing up? Why do I keep ending up in this place at this particular time of year? So it's an opportunity for you to grow, not for you to sit down and complain. I don't have anything. Every December it's the same thing. I can't stand this. No, don't do that. It's an opportunity for you to grow. Okay? Improving our finances. Yes, Andres, that is true, because in this day and age, nobody should be tucking their money under their mattress, right? That's a cultural practice. But in this day and age, it's not the thing to do. Okay? Don't tuck your money under your mattress. Not saying you shouldn't have cash on hand. You should have cash on hand, but don't tuck your money in the mattress. That cultural practice is not helping anybody. It's not. Go put it in a high yield savings account, okay? All right? Okay. Great. All right. So you got to learn to reframe your obstacles and see them as opportunities to grow, okay? The third thing, realignment. So return to purpose. Every major breakthrough comes after alignment with purpose and values. What do you value? What is your purpose? Okay, that will give you some direction. When you're clear on why you're doing something, the how begins to reveal itself to you. So before you make moves or decisions, you're going to ask yourself, does this align with who I'm becoming? I'm becoming a person of great financial status. Does this action align with that person that I'm becoming? Right? So sticking with finances, this thing that I'm about to spend on, is it helping me to align with who I'm becoming? Or is this just frivolous spending, right? Is it just I'm spending because I have money? No, that's not helping me to become the financially stable person that I desire to be. So you're going to ask yourself, does this align with who I'm becoming? Does this move me closer to my vision, or does it distract me from where I'm trying to get to? So you got to ask yourself that question for realignment. Okay. The fourth thing is to release. Let go of control. Breakthrough often requires letting go of what you thought it would look like, because a lot of times it does not end up that way in any area of your life, right? You can't be so strict or so tight on how you want it to be that you miss out on opportunities. Okay? So breakthrough often requires letting go of what you thought it would look like. Control delays growth. Release creates space for new possibilities. It can actually work out way better than you thought it would. Okay? Yes, I know it can be hard. I know. Trust me, I know. That's why I wrote this book, right? Because the level of control, and again, we're going to go through this pretty soon. We're going to go through this again. I know it can be hard to let go of trying to control all the variables, but there's no way that we can control all the variables in your situation. So you got to learn what you need to let go of and just let things be in that area, right? Now we're going to go through this pretty soon. So learn to release so that it creates space for new possibilities. When you surrender the method, but stay connected to the mission, breakthrough begins to flow for you. All right. Now, I got 9 minutes. Let's see. I got 9 minutes to go. Let's jump down here. Let me give you Okay, so applying breakthrough principles. I'm going to jump down. For those of you who don't have the book, message me the word book so that anything I skip out on, you can get it in the book, okay? So message me the word book so I can tell you how to get your copy of the book. I got to jump down because I'm running out of time. So let me jump down to applying breakthrough principles. Here's how you're going to do that. So here's how you're going to apply the teaching for today. You're going to identify one area of your life or your business, could be your business, where you feel stuck, right? No growth is happening. No breakthrough is happening. Nothing is changing. Can you ship to African countries? I can if you're willing to pay the shipping. I can ship there if you're willing to pay the shipping cost, okay? Or if you want to wait on the e-version of the book to be ready, you can message me, okay? Send me a message so I can add you on my list if you want the e-version, or if you want me to ship it to you, I can. But just keep in mind the cost of shipping to your country, okay? All right, send me a message so we can talk more about it. So for those of you who are not on the shipping list for the distributor, message me and I'll tell you who the distributor is. If your country is not on the shipping list, I can ship it to you, but just keep in mind the cost of shipping to your country. Okay? Or if you want to wait on the e-version of the book to be ready, then that's fine as well. Okay. All right. Great. I will respond to your message once I'm done here. All right. So you're going to identify one area of your life or your business where you feel stuck. You're going to write down what the real barrier might be. Is it fear? Is it perfectionism? Is it uncertainty? You're not sure what could happen if you put yourself out there, but you still got to try anyways, okay? Because you'll never know, okay? Is it uncertainty why you haven't done the thing yet? Then you're going to choose one new behavior that aligns with breakthroughs. So it could be make a bold decision. I'm making a bold decision to start this business. I'm making a bold decision to go talk to a possible investor about something that I'm working on. I'm making a bold decision to connect to this new person that I know they have the answers that I seek for the questions that I've been wondering about for years, right? So make a bold decision. Or it could be having a hard conversation. There's some things that you need to discuss. Yes, it's hard, but you can do it because you want to experience breakthrough, okay? Or it could be taking an uncomfortable but necessary step forward. Again, like putting yourself out there. Maybe you have a business, hasn't been doing well, and you know that if you get on the social media space, it will help you to get your business in front of a lot of people. It's uncomfortable, but if you know it will help your business, go ahead and do that. Okay, got to make a bold decision to move out of town. Ooh, that is a bold decision. It is a bold decision. And here's what I want to say to encourage those of you who have to make a bold decision like that. And maybe you have people who are saying, are you sure you want to do that? Don't do that. That is not going to work out well for you. Because there will be people like that try to tell you. I want you to be okay with the decision that you make. And even if it does not work out the way that you had hoped, I want you to celebrate yourself for even taking the step, making the move. Okay? Just be okay with the decision that you make and consider it. Okay, this is a training ground for me. I'm willing to learn whatever this decision will bring me. It may not work out exactly how I see it in my head, but I'm still going to be okay with my decision. Okay? And I'm going to celebrate myself for taking a step forward. There are a lot of people that at the stage that they're in life, they have so many regrets. I regret never moving out of my hometown. I regret never going back to school. I regret never giving that person a shot. Right? So even if it doesn't work out, I want you to celebrate the fact that you took the step. You tried it. Okay? So there'll be no regrets. Later on down the road, you'll be like, you know what? I tried it. I bet on myself and I tried it. It didn't work out exactly how I wanted it to, but I celebrate the fact that I took a step. I made a move. All right? So Don't let somebody come and say, oh, I told you it wouldn't work. And now you're beating up on yourself. I should have listened. I should not have. I should. No. I made a move. I made a decision. And I'm okay with the decision that I made. Okay? All right? I've shared with you all a connection that I made that people warn me, don't do it. Don't connect with them. Don't do that. And they came back and said, I told you so. But here's the thing. I learned so much, even though there were hard lessons to learn. I learned so much about myself, so much about what it is that I desire, so much about where I'm going and who can't come with me, and that I should not force people to try to. I learned so much that had I not made that decision, though it was painful, had I not made that decision, I would not have learned those stuff. Okay? So when you make a decision to do something that is outside of your comfort zone, it's outside of what traditionally your family would recommend, I want you to be okay with taking a chance. All right? Celebrate the fact that you took a chance, you took a step. And even if it doesn't work out the way that you planned it, celebrate yourself that you were courageous enough to take a step. Okay? Good morning, Estrel. How are you? I want you to celebrate yourself, okay? Challenging because of the people who are dependent on me. So put a plan together. Don't just jump out there for your situation. Now, everybody's situation is different, but you have people who are depending on you. So you got to put a plan together. You got to put some... And this is what I even teach my kids, right? I have adult kids. I will say, okay, you know you have somebody depending on you. If you're going to take a chance of something that is uncertain, you got to put some measurements in place to say, okay, if I do this for 3 months, whoever is depending on me, they'll be good for 3 months. But if I do this for 3 months and I don't get the result that I'm seeking, I don't want to jeopardize the comfort of those who are depending on me, especially if it's people who can't provide for themselves, okay? I'm going to give myself 3 months to give this thing a shot. If it gets to that extreme point where it's going to impact those who are depending on me, I got to go back and create another plan, okay? All right? So everybody's situation is different. There are people who don't have anybody depending on them and they can jump out there and just try all the things. But for those of you who, especially you have little ones that are depending on you, you're going to put some parameters in place. Okay, I'm going to give this thing 3 months. I'm going to give it a shot for 3 months because they'll be okay for 3 months. Okay, I'm going to work this thing. If it does not produce what I hope it will produce in that 3 months, I got to go back, okay? Then create another plan and come back. But I don't want to jeopardize the safety, the health and the life of these individuals that are depending on me, okay? All right? I hope that made sense. Let me know if that made sense. Everybody's situation is different. If you're free, you don't have anybody depending on you, it out, okay? Yeah, you don't want to regret. So again, just put a plan together, okay? Just put a plan together because your situation, you have people depending on you and you also don't want to regret taking a chance. So put a plan together. You can say, I'm giving myself 3 to 6 months to work this thing, right? If it does not produce within that 3 to 6 months, I have to go back to make sure that those who are depending on me, they don't suffer because of what I want to do. Okay, go back and then you can put another plan together. Okay, and this is where being diligent is going to come into play. So say finances, okay, you're going to go back, you're going to put some work in and save that finances up so you can secure your family so that you can take another shot. Okay, I'm going to go back and try to do 3 to 6 months, but I've put in enough work, I've put in enough savings together where they will be okay for 3 to 6 months, but let me go out here and take a shot at this thing that I'm trying to work at. You just got to put a plan together and work the plan. All right. Put a plan together and work the plan. That's what you got to do. Okay? All right. Great, great, great. Awesome. Awesome. So the word of the day is breakthrough. It's what happens through you. Okay? Not necessarily you just sitting down waiting on a miracle, just passively waiting, not doing anything at all. No, that's not the type of breakthrough that I'm talking about. Breakthrough when timing and the right mindset and discipline comes together and that thing opens up for you. Okay? All right, great. So the word of the day is breakthrough. Breakthrough is the word of the day. Now, let's make some declarations and then I've got to go. For those of you who want a copy of the book, again, you're going to message me the word book and I will give you the details as to how you can get a copy of the book, okay? All right, message me the word book. Message me the word book and I will tell you how to get your copy. All right, awesome, awesome, awesome. Let's make some declarations. I'm way over my time. My alarm went off. I'm way over my time, but I will be back. Yes, 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 yes. We got to put some work in. Absolutely. Absolutely. Got to put some work in. Yep. All right, let's make some declarations. I'm going to decree for all of us and you're going to type in the comments, I agree with that. I needed to hear this. You're very welcome. Thank you so much for showing up. Thank you for showing up. All right, so I'm going to decree for all of us. You're going to type in the comments, I agree with that. All right, there's power in agreement. So here we go. I decree that the Lord is blessing us and keeping us in all our ways. I decree that his face and his favor is shining upon us and giving us peace. I decree that we're healthy and strong in body, mind, and spirit. I decree that we're well balanced in every area of our lives. I decree that we're blessed coming and going. I decree that our storehouse, our savings, our checking, our investment accounts are blessed with abundance and overflow. I decree that we're blessed with clear direction and a disciplined life. I decree that the rain of abundance, favor, and goodness is falling on us. I decree that we're blessed with success, with prosperity and provision. I decree that we walk today in faith and expectancy with results. I decree that we're empowered to prosper in our walk with the Lord. I decree that God's grace is giving us speed and acceleration in all that we do. I decree things of great value is coming our way today. I decree that the Lord is amplifying our voices and perfecting our gifts. I decree that God is connecting us to great men and giving us strategic kingdom opportunities. I decree that we are victorious in life. And that is how we program a productive and a successful day. So now our mindset and our intentions are set for today, and we understand that anything is possible when you have the right mindset and the will to do what you say you're going to do. Keep in mind the word breakthrough, not necessarily what happens, but it's what happens through you. So you got to add some work to your faith so you can experience that breakthrough. All right. So take the day on with faith and expectancy. Expect good things. Expect answered prayers. Expect promotion and increase. Anything is possible when you have the right mindset and the will to do what you say you're going to do. All right. Have an amazing day. The replay for this will be on my YouTube channel. Let me pin this comment so you'll see where to find the replay. So it will be available on my YouTube channel. I am The Productivity Coach on YouTube, and I'm Anika V. Brown on Facebook. So the replays will be there. If you know somebody that could benefit from this teaching, you can share it with them. All right, so I will upload it, I want to say in the next hour, so it will be on my YouTube. I'm The Productivity Coach. And on my Facebook, Anika V. Brown, you can connect with me on both of those platforms so you can keep up with what I'm teaching. Okay? All right, I will be back tomorrow with another word of the day. Same time, same place. I want y'all to have an amazing day. All right? For those of you who want to work with me, send me a message. For those of you who want to be a part of the Mom's Mentorship that is starting this coming Friday, send me a message so I can get the registration form over to you. All right. Awesome. Have an amazing day. I will see you all soon. Bye for now.